Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to the Mac Wrestling Podcast, episode 204. I am the Captain, Dazzy Dangerously, along with the podcast machine / knowledge champion, Mike Larkin. Just the two of us.
Well, I was going to say what's going on, and I also like to add building castles in the sky. Just the two of us, Austin Power style, you and I.
We can make it if we try.
Yeah, I mean, I think we're all right. I mean, Butcher is not with us today, but like I said, I mean, we're gonna do our thing. Butcher's the man.
Butcher needs a week off every now and then to recharge.
Oh, absolutely. That's what's great about the Butcher. You know, he takes a week and then he'll come back strong. He need to recharge the batteries. You know what I'm saying? But that's why we love him. That's why he's our brother.
Yeah, usually he comes back and rants on somebody, so make sure you come back next week.
Oh, well, I'm sure he will after this week of rant. I just want you upset. God damn you, Adam Cole, for the name of the Canadian Destroyer.
How dare you change the name of a wrestling move? That's never happened before.
What is it? What do you call it? Like the Panama
Sunrise.
Or something like that? Yeah.
But the funny thing is, he's been using it for years.
Good.
The funny thing is, he was using it for years before WWE. Now, all of a sudden, he uses it for the first time on the network, and an Impact star is outraged.
No. I understand that Doug Chevalier, God rest his soul, I don't know him, to be honest with you, the guy that Canadian Destroyer. But the thing with that is, I'm just like, it's not like, you know, the Diamond Cutter and the RKO and this are all similar with each other, the Ace Crusher, like you mentioned. It's like Booker T and The Rock did both the Rock Bottom, and Booker T called it the bookend. It's not like Tyler Driver 97, Tyler Bate. It's not like that was Ahmed Johnson's Pearl River Plunge. It's like, hello.
Yeah. Oh, Petey.
I mean, Petey, but it's just how it is, unfortunately. You know what I'm saying? And there's so many differences. Like, look at the DDT. Jake Roberts got upset with Raven for calling it the Raven. Like, jeez.
Yeah.
There's so many comparisons we can make, but yeah, Petey Williams getting all upset, man. How dare you?
It would only be an Impact star that would get upset with WWE doing something, wouldn't it?
Oh, of course. It's like when Gail Kim was bitching about the women's thing. It's like, hello, Gail. No disrespect, but you could have been a part of that, but you decided to just open your mouth, and
And roll out of a battle royal.
Well, hey, we're supposed to forget that. And then, somebody called her out on that on Twitter, and she's like, well, you don't know what happened with all that. Well, I'm like, Gail, you rolled out because you didn't want to be there. Let's keep it real. You wanted out of that company so bad, and you found your way out. Literally and figuratively speaking.
Oh, Gail. That's another funny thing, too. WWE always copy Impact. Impact have a show coming up called Rebellion.
Oh, that's the thing. We're at the Rebel Entertainment Complex again in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. Very, very nice venue, nice looking club, but we're going to call the show Rebellion because we're at the Rebel Complex. It's not like WWE had that as a UK only event with Insurrection for the last, I don't know how many years before they both ended.
They had it for at least 6-7 years.
Exactly, and Rebellion ended in 2002 and Insurrection ended in 2003. So I'm just like, hello, they beat you to it already.
2002, okay, I mean, I've miscounted. Okay, maybe it was like 3-4 years.
All right, but still, and the point is, they beat them. Yeah. And did you see the new slogan, by the way?
No.
So Impact's new slogan to cover up the fact that Pursuit Channel is absolutely bullshit, and the fact that it's terrible, and the fact that, hey, nobody gets this network, and hey, nobody can see the ratings, and hey, it's terrible even though Anthem owns it. Their slogan now is, if you have the internet, you have Impact.
That's basically endorsing piracy.
Well, pretty much.
If you have the internet, you can get anything to watch.
So even if you're not up at the friggin' death slot of 10 p.m. on a Friday night watching Twitch, you can watch it by any other means. I know.
Oh, boy.
But hey, I mean, they got the MLW. They're doing an event with MLW, which, I mean, how do you think they got that? Tommy Dreamer and Conan do work also with MLW because Tommy Dreamer's wrestling Brian Pillman Jr. Conan works behind the scenes, so how do you think they got the MLW show?
Well, first of all, did they not realize a lot of people were watching Impact on the internet like 10 years ago, and that's part of why their ratings were so bad?
Correct.
So now they're endorsing people watching like watchwrestling.net and just spitballing. Um, yeah, that feels like they're endorsing piracy.
Kind of,
So
sort of.
if you got the internet, you don't have to sign up to VOD. You can just watch it on some streaming site. Yes, we know.
Well, we did have two fun things about your boy because
That's
he
how I
kind of.
watch Raw on SmackDown, by the way.
Oh, we'll get to that. Let's couple of things. Your boy, man, your boy kind of redeemed himself. I'm talking about Colby Cooper because AJ Styles, Colby. So AJ Styles, Wrestling News World put out AJ Styles comes to term on new WWE contract, and AJ Styles himself wrote back, "What was that? Are you sure? Please let me know the more because I know nothing about this."
I love it when wrestlers shut down dirt sheets. AJ's done it twice this week. Twice.
Twice. I think that's fucking amazing. Then Colby comes. You go ahead. What was the other one?
The other one was Uncle Dave reporting that AJ had a hernia on Monday, which was obviously bullshit because AJ was on SmackDown last night flying around like AJ does. And then AJ also personally shut it down by saying, "Nope, no hernia." So Uncle Dave's response was, "Oh, blame the WWE doctors for the report."
Oh, shut up. just Meltzer, you were wrong. You and your boy Brian Alvarez, shut the fuck up. Just stop. You were wrong. Anyway, so your boy Colby made a meme of AJ Styles and wrote, "No scripts, no restrictions, no bullshit making Impact." He's not going back to Impact, Colby. I'm sorry. I'm sorry he's not going back there. I'm just saying. Yeah. Just saying. Oh, God, did you see the friggin' Sami Callihan fucking Austin Aries exchange that friggin' blew up?
I pay very, very little attention to Austin Aries, and I pay even less to Sami Callihan because I got no time for him.
Exactly. Well, they're both because he was the draw there was talking about 2000. I know 2018 was the most successful year of the draws curve. Wait until you see what I have planned for 2019. And Austin Aries wrote, "And behind the curtain, you only had to break a guy's face to amateur execution. Moment of the year, ignore and still 10 minutes of my pay-per-view main event match time for yourself. Hashtag make it impact." And then he wrote, "How about BFG?" And then Colby Cooper chimed in and wrote, "Austin Aries, well, maybe don't be a baby and no sell it. Didn't get your way, but that's none of my business, though."
Oh, see, that's the Austin Aries I like because he's telling the truth. The only reason Sami Callihan was over last year is because he capitalized on a fuck up.
On an accident, exactly. So, yes, that was Austin Aries going at it with Sami Callihan.
It's the same with Nia Jax. She's really trolling people now, and every time, like Mustafa Ali obviously had the big swollen eye on SmackDown, and she tweeted, "Whoa, was I on SmackDown last night?"
Oh, now you see, that I get, and that she's making a heel out of herself, and I like that because she's a face maker.
But let's not ignore the fact that she is fucking dangerous.
Oh yeah, I mean, I gotta just say this, and we're gonna get to it, but it's so funny just like to incorporate that with stuff, and I think that's really cool about it. But that with the Austin Aries thing, I mean, that's like you mentioned, that's the Austin Aries you can like, but still, I think just those two annoy me just because their egos. I'm just saying because they're egos, man. It is what it is. Like when Sami Callihan was saying, "Oh, Dean, he's from Ohio," and they're now trying to imply that he's gonna go to Impact and be with OVE. That was that. And I mean, you see a lot of that. And I mean, the other thing I can mention is, so apparently for their New Jersey show, United We Stand, there's going to be a former Impact champion going to be wrestling in the main event. Now, I wonder who that could be. I don't know. How about Bully Ray, since he's from the Northeast?
Yeah. I'm not sure what Bully Ray's relationship is with Impact. He just seems to be on the Twitter machine every day these days.
Twitter machine, yes, but I think it's just he's like not hated them and not gave them shit so long, so who knows, man. But still,
I think they ended on good terms.
Yeah, but it is what it is. That's all I just had to say just about that company, because there was newsworthy stuff to talk about, and I mean, hey, we also got to talk about the fact that Petey Williams, shut your fucking mouth.
I used to have so much respect for Petey Williams. I still do, but
I remember the first time I saw the move in 2004 when he did. I thought it was nuts. But, I mean, if you actually look at it, why don't you get mad at a fellow alumni of Impact? Amazing Red. The Code Red was similar to the Canadian Destroyer.
Yeah.
So why don't you get mad at Amazing Red, Petey? But no. Oh, my God, you called it the Panama Sunrise. And by the way, to also talk about that. How about that halftime heat match?
Oh, I was gonna say, did you enjoy the big match on Sunday? And by big match, I'm talking about NXT.
I'll be honest with you, I did not watch the Maroon 5 halftime show.
Nope.
Just because, nope, I'm good. Thank you. But yeah, that match was amazing. Live from the Performance Center, I thought all of them killed it.
Yeah, it was much more entertaining than the actual game.
Well, you know what it is too. I didn't watch all day when Worlds Collide. I just watched the semifinals and the finals that Velveteen Dream won. I mean, did you see when Worlds Collide as well? Because I thought it was okay. We had some nice fresh matchups.
No, I haven't got a chance to see any of it. And I don't need to now because obviously Velveteen said on NXT that he won the tournament. So there we go.
There you go. And also, well, since we're here with that, Velveteen Dream and Johnny Gargano. I mean, we know.
I mean, well, we spoiled that last week. Well, we didn't. We did on the show, but we didn't spoil it originally.
I know. We know what happens, but I'm looking forward to it.
Well, do we? Because apparently they filmed 2 endings.
Wow, I didn't know that.
They got a 24 Game of Thrones thing going on.
Oh,
We're gonna film multiple endings, so nobody knows.
it's awesome. I gotta say this. You know what's funny? Like I watched Jackson Riker Gunner take on. I mean, you just got done watching NXT take on Mansoor. You know who Mansoor is?
His name rings a bell, and he looks familiar.
He was the Saudi Arabian signee that we saw at the Greatest Royal Rumble go against Sean Davari.
That's him.
And you know what else he is, though, right?
No.
He's the voice of Cole Quinn in WWE 2K18, man.
Oh. Nice.
Yeah.
He doesn't look anything like Cole Quinn.
No.
The guy that voiced Buzz looks just like him.
Yes, AJ Kirsch. Oh my God, exactly. And dude, all right, we got to mention this because Butcher was mentioning in the chat. Drew Gulak beats. What'd you think? First of all, what'd you think of his original opponent, the Rocker?
Oh man, I thought it was Joey Ryan light.
Well, he was influenced by Steven Tyler, Freddie Mercury playing the ropes, and he can hit the high note while he's doing the abdominal stretch.
He hit that first high note, and I just thought, what the fuck is this?
Well, he's signed to them, by the way, so you're probably going to see more of that guy.
He signed to NXT.
Yes, he was. The only reason why I know this is because I did see some of the Performance Center videos that NXT put out on the YouTube and all that good stuff. He was in there, so I think they signed that guy.
Oh, and the NXT crowd are gonna love him because they love stupid gimmicks.
Encore.
He's gonna be another No Way Jose.
Yes. But yeah, and then, the goodness came of that because, my God, Matt Riddle and Gulak, what a match.
Yeah, kick your flip-flops off and let's go.
Fuck it. It was so good. I was very happy to see Gulak. What do you think about Io Shirai pinning the champ? We're going to get Shayna and Io, and Bianca Belair not too happy about it.
No, she did a very good job of making sure she didn't look happy.
Oh my goodness. But yeah, I think NXT this week was very good from all points. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, watching. Okay, well, that crowd. Well, first of all, the crowd was lit for Johnny Jackass and the whole thing. And Johnny Champion the whole night, which was great. But did you see in the main event? Man, they were really ripping at Marina Shafir. You can't wrestle. Yep. Please tag Shayna.
I said last week I'm not very impressed by their wrestling ability so far. But, I mean, they're very green. It's early days.
Exactly, and I think they're gonna get better. But yeah, man, they got no love. Marina Shafir, Jessamine Duke.
And as Butcher said, Duke just looks like a beanpole.
Well, that's just how she is. I mean, I've seen that girl fight because she used to. Now, what's funny is because Shayna Baszler is an alumni of Invicta, which is it's a women's mixed martial arts promotion. That it's like a breaking ground, so to speak, for like UFC. Because a lot of their alumni are UFC, but Shayna's an alumni there, and Jessamine Duke's an alumni there. So they still got that MMA about her. But like you said, yeah, they're relatively new. I mean, the sky is the limit for them. I think what's great about that is I think down the line you're going to see the 4 of them against Becky, Bayley, Sasha, and Charlotte. So, I mean, it should get better for them, but still.
And also, it's 2019, so before we get attacked for skinny shaming, I didn't say it was a bad thing. It's just unusual. Like, Charlotte's tall, but she's also very muscular.
Is there such a thing as skinny shaming?
Apparently, there's such a thing as shaming anything these days.
Oh, like hot shaming and fat shaming and all that crap. Yeah. I know what you mean, by the way. I know. Is that going to be like when we were talking about, oh, God, what were we talking about? Don't pull a curtain.
You called that Labrador golden. That's his color.
Exactly. What did Kirkendall say again? Don't pull a Kirkendall. Oh my God! What did he say a couple weeks ago?
Oh, I don't know. He's an advocate.
Oh, okay. Whatever. Oh, Tony. But yeah, no, I understood what you mean. Yeah, she's a very skinny girl. But yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. I know you weren't.
No, it's just unusual because she's also very tall.
Oh, well, yeah. So,
very tall, as Kyrie found out.
oh,
Can't reach the hand.
But I gotta say, all in all, it was a solid show, and we did actually found out another new match for Elimination Chamber this week.
Yeah, it's shaping up.
Well, did you see what the Cruiserweight title match is? Because, Mr.
Yeah,
Mia.
Buddy and Tozawa. That's just a Vince thing. Let's just combine the name.
Are you going to be like Tajiri when he's called Triple H Araya instead of Alaya? But yeah, no, that should be all right. I mean, it's different.
Yeah. Sort
of. Kind of. But I mean, it's cool. Speaking of cool, my God. Two nights. Becky goes after Stephanie, and then she friggin' slaps Triple H, and oh my God.
Oh, the man.
She is the 2019 Stone Cold Steve Austin.
What a week the man had. Nobody else has ever slapped Triple H and Stephanie McMahon within 24 hours.
But I gotta
tell you. Well,
she
didn't slap Stephanie. She knocked her on her ass.
Goddamn Ronda Rousey. That's not very professional. Hello, Ronda.
Oh, and can we give Ronda a bit of credit because I don't know how she remembered that promo she cut backstage on Becky without fucking it up.
I know, right? Yeah,
that was great.
It was very good. I think she called her a bitch too in the back there. I was like, oh shit! I'm like, I really am. Here's the thing. I know that they want a main event with Seth and Brock with Mania, but can those two just please close Mania? Because that match. They have to. If you don't, that is the crime of the century.
Seth and Brock weren't even showcased this week.
Exactly. So if you don't close with Becky and Ronda, what the fuck are you doing?
Same thing if you add Charlotte to it. Don't do it. Doesn't need it.
Oh my God. Please do not add Charlotte to it. I'm going to tell you what I think that they're going to do with Charlotte. Because, last year...
Asuka.
Yeah. Well, because last year, she ended the streak, and then that'll be Asuka beats her this year. So, yeah. Which I'm cool with, because it was a good match.
Do that.
Yeah, I know. I can tell you're already tired of Charlotte Flair.
I'm very tired of it, but that makes sense. Asuka doesn't have any other challenges right now. All the other women are interested in the women's tag team titles. Charlotte's not doing anything. She was the runner-up in the Rumble, so just give her Asuka.
You do realize I was kind of hoping it was Mandy Rose as somebody different because, oh my God, when Mandy Rose pinned Naomi this week on SmackDown, she pointed at me! Corey Graves losing his mind.
Do you know what? The camera only showed her pointing, and I immediately thought, oh, did she just point at Corey because he got really excited? Because you could see Corey jumping up and down when she got the pin.
This is bigger than Hogan slamming Andre. All right. What's better for you? Is it when he freaks out over Mandy Rose on SmackDown or where he freaks out over Alexa Bliss on Raw?
Oh, definitely Mandy.
Absolutely, but still. First and foremost, what happened to EC 1 and 2?
Also, what happened to Ambrose's heel run?
Yeah, like, what the... Just kind of like... Well, he kind of came out like a babyface kind of deal with Nia. I know you're attracted... How funny... How hard do you think Renee was trying not to laugh listening to
I think she did snigger a little bit.
I think she did, too. What do you think? EC3 getting his first win on Raw against Dean Ambrose.
Very nice. Nice for EC3. But I just get a sense of backstage of, okay, so Dean's not going to resign, so let's just turn him face. Why? He can make more money off merchandise.
Now, I was thinking that they were going to do Dean and H, but what the hell do you even think is in the cards for Ambrose?
Well, if we're to believe the dirt sheets, Triple H won't be cleared for WrestleMania, so obviously they'd have to change plans for Ambrose, so I'd be happy with an EC3 feud.
Yeah, me too. And by the way, who said that? Was that Ryan Satin? Was it Uncle Dave?
Don't know. I don't care who posts them anymore. They're all as bad as each other these days.
Yeah, they really just got to stop this, because Pro Wrestling Sheet, I forgot which one that they broke the news and Ryan Satin took credit. It's like, shut the fuck up, Ryan. Nobody gives a fuck, you TMZ bastard. I'm sorry, but that guy annoys me too. I'll be honest with you, that's the only reason why I hate the WWE conference calls and why I like listening to them with Triple H, because they come out on YouTube, right? And you could tell, NXT is Triple H's baby and he wants the best for the brand.
Yeah.
But I'm sorry, but when I hear our next call is from Ryan Satin of Pro Wrestling Sheet, I'm like, oh God, here we go. Our next caller is Dave Meltzer of the Wrestling Observer. Oh God, here we go. That's the only reason why I don't like those calls, because those two are on it. Everybody else is great. But those two, I'm good.
Do we get Brian Alvarez?
Thank God we don't get Brian Alvarez. For fuck's sake. And well, at least they screen him. The other one will just be, the other friggin' conference call or lack thereof.
Yeah.
Just they let anybody fucking on. Hi, my name is, I'm For the Marks Podcast, and I just like to say I'm so happy to be talking to you today. Like, For the Marks Podcast? God damn this fucker.
And then all of a sudden, it's still real to me, damn it.
Oh my God! If you get David Wills on there, God Almighty, that's a cool guy. I remember seeing him one time at a wrestling show, but he will go down. That fucking guy's amazing.
Yeah. He needs to do a podcast or something.
Dave, it's still real to me, damn it, podcast, or real to me podcast, or whatever you could call it. That guy's fucking awesome.
Yeah, do it.
Do it, David. Ugh. Oh, I gotta gross you out. You know why?
Oh, not Priscilla.
Oh no, not Priscilla Kelly.
Okay.
And I like Priscilla Kelly, but ever since that incident, no.
I mean, the second incident.
What was the second incident? Oh, the barfing.
Yeah, the vom.
What the fuck is wrong with this woman? And I love him because he's in the group. And Sizzling Stan Styles, that's right, Intergender Bonanza. He promotes it in the group. Dude, he booked her in the main event, and him and Joey Ryan is his tag team partner in their match. I'm like, oh, Stan. No, Stan. No, Stan.
It is just cheap desperation of shock factor to go viral.
Well, Joey Ryan pissed Jim Cornette off. He just started calling him a stupid motherfucker. He's done more for the business than you, because he said Rip Rogers, Rip Rogers, who's trained a lot of great people. He never got over.
No.
But
fucking I mean, everybody pisses off Jim Cornette.
Well, Joey Ryan managed to piss off Rip Rogers and Jim Cornette.
Well, Joey Ryan pisses everybody off as well.
That guy. You know what the thing is, too? Like, we have watched him since that 70s team run in 2006, and now his run in TNA. And all over the place. But once he started doing the dick slam, it just went downhill.
I wasn't even that big of a fan of him in TNA when he didn't get into the gut check.
I know. Well,
and then he came out with the whole dick stuff. Yeah,
I think it's just because he was supposed to be the sleazeball. Okay, you get it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But that 70s porn star look. But it's just like, you're doing your gimmick, but once you start with this dick slam and you're being supported by YouPorn and whatever the fuck you're being supported by, and you do things with your penis and all this crap, it's just like, it's not a good look. You know what I'm saying? And then Priscilla Kelly does this, and it's like, Jesus Christ, what the fuck? Priscilla Kelly. But no, that was not the grossness. I mean, 2 weeks in a row, they're in tag team tag team number one contenders match. Ooh, Tucky. Caterpillar. That's another thing. You think Scotty 2 Hottie's upset that he's doing the Caterpillar instead of the Worm?
No, we probably taught him how to do the damn thing, but I don't understand how they're so over.
I guess they have, vibrant personality.
Yeah, I mean, they're talented in the ring, but it's just Otis. It's just everything about him is just like, what the fuck?
Well, I think they're like the latest of with no last names. I think we're just calling them Otis and Tucker now. Yeah.
Otis and Tucker, yeah.
Otis and Tucker.
Even though they still call him the dozer.
The dozer, yeah.
He certainly does make me doze.
So the Revival are now the number one contenders again.
Yep, about time. It's funny as well. Obviously, the story came out about them leaving for AEW, and now all of a sudden they're getting the push.
It's like Dolph Ziggler's leaving for AEW, but hey, he's number 28 in the Rumble.
Yeah. Maybe we should just complain that Kevin Owens going to go to AEW as soon as he comes back, and maybe he'll get a straight push.
Exactly. Start complaining.
Also, Bray Wyatt's going to AEW. Start pushing him.
Dude, there's another thing I have to mention. Did you know that Zack Ryder and Kurt Hawkins are losers?
Yes.
Now, I get it, and I'm happy because as a fellow New Yorker, I've been watching those guys' team since '06 when they used to come out to the Backstreet Boys. So I mean, watching
boy.
those guys will always have a place in my heart. And so Kurt Hawkins made me laugh, and why would you want to be associated with me? Hey man, they misspelled my name last week.
And the funny thing is, they actually did.
They did.
Now, I'm wondering if that was deliberate, or if they just noticed a typo and just decided to run with it.
I think they noticed the typos just said, "Hey, fuck it, let's run with
Yeah,
this."
they don't plan a week in advance. What am I thinking?
What am I thinking? I mean, I don't know what they're gonna do with Zach and Kurt, but let's see where that goes, I guess.
No, I mean, like I said last week, it's one of the most underwhelming tag team reunions I can think of.
Yeah, but whatever. Well, speaking of underwhelming, what the fuck are they doing? Mojo Rawley yelling at himself in the mirror.
Oh, I don't know. I don't care either.
It's happening. They apparently they're trying to push Mojo again.
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 And nobody's gonna care. Again.
But he's laughing about something.
Probably his career.
Well, hey, he's happy because the Patriots won the Super Bowl for 6 times in a row.
Oh yeah, his buddy Gronk.
Oh, Gronk.
I kind of think that maybe Hawkins and Ryder would have had a better reaction if they'd have sort of teased a reunion for a few weeks. Like, one wanted to reunite and the other one didn't, and then suddenly they bring Edge back and he gets them back together. I think that would have been more poetic.
See, you should just be uncreative for that, because that's beautiful, and Edge didn't even have to wrestle.
We are the authority.
Yeah, and that's the thing.
But nobody listened to my idea in the boardroom.
Exactly. And the thing with Edge is obviously he can't wrestle anymore because of his injury, but just to help his boys,
he can manage.
Yeah, he can manage just to help his former boys. But I'm just like, no, they're just like, oh, hey, here's Zach, here's Kurt, Zach's going to save him, let's get back together. Boom.
Even though neither of them have won a match for I don't know how long.
How long exactly? Well, Zach, I don't think has won a match over a year. Kurt Hawkins is going on about the same. So
what 2 years? 200?
Yeah, so 2 years, almost or something. But yeah, whatever.
Another person who can't wrestle anymore, who apparently wants to manage now, is Paige, which would be great. I don't think there's any bridges left with Absolution, so that's off the card. So I don't know who she's going to manage. But I hate what they've done with her this week. It was just so cheesy.
What, to promote the movie?
Yeah, like she came out on the stage on Raw and said, "Hey, thanks for not forgetting me," and then, "Oh, here's the trailer that we've seen 1,000 times." Instead of like showing behind the scenes footage or something like that, something new. But no. And then on SmackDown, it's just like a backstage promo and then the trailer again.
I still want to see the movie though, because it looks.
Oh yeah, I love how the movie looks and I can't wait to see it. But I just think it's so cheap and cheesy the way they promoted it this week.
I agree. You know what I got to say to that?
Fucking Vince.
No, well that, but how about friggin' right? And I'm Vin Diesel, mate.
I love Nick Frost.
That if you want to choke her out, this is how you do it. And what advice do you give?
Now she's in trouble.
Yes, please, sir. May I have some more advice, sir?
I love Nick's reaction shot when I don't know the woman's name. It's all fake anyway. Sorry, what?
Oh, because I think that's absolutely exactly how Saraya and her father would probably react to that. Because again, everybody in that family is a wrestler. So.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't speak like that to Big Ricky.
Absolutely not. Are you kidding me? Jeez. And like I said, I get it and I love it. And I think we get to see Zelina Vega in that movie because she's the one that played AJ Lee.
Yeah. Obviously, there's going to be a few inconsistencies, like the current logo is going to be there, the HD ring and everything, but we can get past it. Exactly. I had no idea Steve Merchant was such a big wrestling fan.
Oh, the director? Yeah. I had no idea either.
Yeah. Also, Caliban in Logan.
Oh, yes.
Still a great movie, by the way.
Yeah, you're pulling on the heartstrings. I'm going
to be pulling on Butcher's heartstrings when he listens back to that.
Well, that's what I said. First and foremost, I got to give you all credit. I listened to the show with Evan. Bad Boys 1 and 2. That was some good shit.
Yeah, apologies again, people, for the gaps. Friggin' converter fucked up. It's all fixed now, so hopefully the next episode of Screen Gems goes as well as Max does every week.
I was
Cheap
gonna
plug.
say, what are you guys thinking about doing for the next one besides Bad Boys?
I don't know. Aliens is a possibility. We never did do Terminator, so I don't know. I'm guessing it's gonna be like an 80s pop culture kind of thing.
Nice, nice, good shit right there. All right. Speaking of pop culture kind of thing, the song I love it since 1995, but I get it with My Baby Tonight.
Oh, jeez. See, I thought I enjoyed Raw and SmackDown this week, and every second you've mentioned them, just like, oh fuck.
I'll be honest with you. I was happy to see Jeff Jarrett get in there with Elias, and he did the honors. He put Elias over. But can I just say one thing to you?
Yeah.
I don't want to see Elias versus the Road Dogg.
No, I don't want to see the Road Dogg like shaking his legs or singing anything. Somebody posted on Twitter, Fred Durst looks like shit.
Oh my god. That's true. Oh god, you just got to get the image of him and just bring it coming out in the car dancing to oh god, that's great. Okay. So but like I understand he's having fun because I saw the table for three with him, Dog Jeff, but it's just like come on.
That's the thing. He's having fun. Nobody else is.
Yeah, it's like Elias, and then they turn him heel again, which is just like I get it, but I know he's having fun, but still, they turn him heel again after that underwhelming feud with Baron Corbin.
Yeah.
And now he's beating Jeff Jarrett. He gets the old because I guess they can't do the El Kabong because guitar over the head is not good, but we do it on the back.
And it doesn't break.
It doesn't break. Oh, that was the other thing because the guitar didn't break. But hey, how pissed are you going to be when you see that next week? Because we had Elimination Chamber predictions to do next week. But how pissed are you going to be if you see Elias versus the Road Dogg?
Jeez. It may be worth it if Elias breaks the guitar over his head, but why are we seeing Jeff Jarrett and Road Dogg in matches in 2019?
Well, because Jeff Jarrett is a producer now, and they get to incorporate him, I guess.
Also, they're producers on SmackDown. Why are they ruining Raw?
Well, Road Dogg had to go back to SmackDown to ruin SmackDown, as you know.
Yeah, I'll go and kill SmackDown. Which apparently is, well, no apparently about it. We've seen the photos. Is still getting very low attendances despite the man.
Jeez. And you know what it is, too? Like, that show's going to go to Fridays in October, so let's see what happens on Fox. So,
from what the CEO of Fox has said is it's temporary on Friday night, so they might move it to a different night after a while.
Oh, yes. I mean, but you know what it is, too? I've been liking SmackDown. Like, this week, I was so happy. I thought Randy Orton and Mustafa Ali was really good.
That was a great match.
It was excellent. Jeff Hardy and Daniel Bryan did their thing. It was good to lead to the brawl, and AJ Styles flying around, no hernia, minus the hernia, as you know.
Yeah. The non-existent hernia.
Non-existent.
Or maybe he did have one on Monday morning and he just took a Z-Pack.
Oh, well, we know about Z-Packs.
It's amazing how much they're showcasing Mustafa Ali.
From a guy, like I said, watching him on 205 Live and having those amazing matches, I guess they saw something, hey, let's put him on SmackDown, and now he's got a shot at the WWE title.
Crazy. He was on 205 6 months ago.
Yes. Usos and Miz and Shane McMahon. I mean, next week we're going to get the McMiz TV.
Yeah. Also, another dirt sheet flying around is Usos are going to go to AEW as well. I don't see why, because they've been consistently showcased every single week. And they went over a year as like the best tag team on the whole roster.
Yeah, because everybody's just going to
AEW. I can't wait for Vince McMahon is going to AEW rumors.
Well, there is someone that is going to AEW.
Oh, yes. Shit, I only saw it this morning.
Jimmy Havoc.
That's it, yeah. I knew it was somebody I knew. Yeah. I think that one is... Well, that's definitely official. They both confirmed it. But is it like exclusive contract?
I don't know. I mean, I saw that, and the other one that I pissed New Japan off. I believe Trent Beretta and Chucky T.
Yeah. And no official deal or anything, but we just got a handshake, so we're definitely going to get at least one match out of Pentagon and Phoenix.
Which, I mean, I'm cool with. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? And, well, spoiler alert, they're also the new tag team champions. But then again, you knew that because they taped so far in advance.
Yeah.
That's not Velveteen Dream, but still, they tape it too. But, I mean, I hate it when that gets out.
I love the excuse as well of, they can't go to AEW because they're signed with MLW. That didn't stop them competing for Impact or Lucha.
Exactly. And look at MJF, who's there. MJF works for MLW.
Yeah.
They got MJF, who, by the way, that kid, like Butcher and I have said many times, that kid's such a fucking star, and he's going to be so good.
Yeah. Had a hell of a showing at All In, wasn't it?
Yes, he fought Matt Cross.
So cannot wait for Double or Nothing.
Yes, me too.
God, what else happened on Raw? oh, of course, Ronda kind of ran her own gauntlet with the Riot Squad.
Did she say something to Sarah Logan about skinning her?
She said, "Come and skin me like one of your rabbits."
There you go. I'm like, Jesus, Ronda. Good Lord. But yeah, she took out Sarah and she took out Liv, which makes me think, because remember around this time last year when they were pushing Ruby and she was fighting Charlotte for the women's title before Mania?
Yeah.
I think they're going with her and Ronda before Mania at either Fastlane or the Chamber.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
That too.
I mean, probably not okay that Ruby's going to take another L, but she'll give Ronda a good match.
And she's going to AEW.
And she's going to AEW.
But, I mean, I'm fine with that. I mean, for the women's championship with Asuka, who do you have her fight at the Elimination Chamber? Or is it, nah, don't be Charlotte.
I don't think they're going to have a women's championship match at Chamber for SmackDown. They're just going to focus on the Chamber match.
Now, well, what do you think with the participants that we have for the tag titles? We have Mandy and Sonya. We have the Iconics from SmackDown. And now we have the new team of the Fabulous Glow, Carmella and Naomi.
Exactly what we said. They don't have enough women's tag teams in WWE. So they've had to put some new ones together. I fully hope it's the Iconics.
Okay. Well, they're the SmackDown, the Raw team. Of course it's Bayley and Sasha.
Yeah.
I kind of wanted Alicia and Nikki in a way because they were so great as, like, the crazies. You know what I'm saying? Because, it's fun.
Yeah. I was quite surprised, actually, that they jumped Sasha and Bayley because, I mean, Nikki's a bit of a tweener anyway, but that was fully heelish.
It was. But I enjoyed it, man, because it just shows, like, they're nuts and they're any means necessary attitude. So I thought it was very cool. Yeah. So we got Bayley and Sasha. We got Nia and Tamina. And who's the other one from Raw?
Oh, is it Liv and Sarah?
Oh, Liv and Sarah. Yeah, that's right. Okay. So, I mean, it really could be anybody, but out of those 6 teams, do you think a Raw team is going to win the titles or the SmackDown team?
I'd be very surprised if it's not Sasha and Bayley, but I really want to see the Iconics as the champions. I think they'd look great with the belts, and it'd annoy a lot of people.
And they'd cry because, they've come a long way. And I like the Iconics because I think that's what you need, the Mean Girls type of thing, and I think they're great heels.
Yeah, and then Sasha's going to AEW.
Sasha, well, she's hinting she's going to AEW, hinting at that.
She's going nowhere. She's just complaining to get a push, like she always does.
God, Eddie Guerrero didn't whine.
No.
Oh, that's still. Oh man, that's that right there. Her biggest. You don't hear Eddie Guerrero whining. Go ahead.
Eddie whined a couple of times, but it was warranted.
Yes, like pouring.
He was an amazing heel.
Yes, like pouring coffee on himself in WCW because he was frustrated with Eric Bischoff. That was warranted. You just complained just to complain, Miss. I won't sign autographs at the airport.
What was interesting was Ronda addressing the fans booing her.
Exactly.
So I don't know if they are going to turn her heel for the match with Becky or.
Well, she's the consummate heel right now. I mean, come on.
Yeah. I mean, that's not through choice, so people just buried her last week.
Oh, my God. But, yeah, I mean, Becky was so great in her promo. Well, the best, I think, is just because how's Steph? Because I punched her in the face.
Yeah. How's Steph? because I punched her in the face.
She's just so good. And dude, I said it to you. Her former boo now is a stupid idiot for letting her go.
Yep. Why?
Why, Luke? Why?
Luke, man.
Luke, man, you had the man. Now she's gone. Was it amicable though? Was it amicable?
From what it sounds like, it was his decision, but it could have been. I don't know. I'm not getting involved in their personal life. I just think it's his loss, basically.
Yeah.
I mean, I love her entrance on SmackDown was Charlotte just pointing to the sign and she's like, wait a minute, what's that? And then out comes Becky.
Was she really pointing at the sign though? Because she kind of looked like she was just pointing to the air. She looked like she kind of went over a little to the left.
Yeah. Charlotte, to the right a bit.
To the right a bit. Well, no, I mean, like I said, those two just, I thought the brawl was amazing. Yeah.
It's almost as if she knew Becky was going to be there.
What? What do you think about that? We got to hear Eric Rowan talk this week. What do you think about him and Daniel Bryan talk about the planet and all this good stuff?
Leave the talking to Daniel Bryan, please.
Once he started saying Galileo, I was thinking, Galileo, let me go.
Yeah. And then Daniel's going, how dare you boo my good friend Eric Rowan?
Wait a minute. Okay.
Okay, he didn't call him Eric. He's not called Eric anymore. Sorry, it's just Rowan.
I got to talk about history because he was in the Wyatt family very shortly.
Yeah.
And, well, when him and CM Punk were fighting the Wyatt family, were they really good friends?
No.
when him and Kane were fighting the Bludgeon Brothers, were they very good friends?
No.
So,
but Rowan's now decided to go vegan, so maybe there you go. That's the friendship.
Well, he does wear green, so there you go.
Yeah.
Hey.
Brian was fucking phenomenal on the mic this week.
He was.
First of all, sucking up to the hometown fans, even though he's still a full heel.
And then killing him. Right in the same process.
Oh, the planet's champion.
The planet's champion. By the way, I have to say this, and I think they're going with this at WrestleMania. I heard Andrade cutting on Ray, and I got to say this. Do you think the WrestleMania match is going to be one of those hair versus mask type of deals?
Oh, I don't know. I hate those matches.
Well, obviously you could see Andrade going bald then.
Yeah, but you're gonna have the possibility of Ray losing his mask, which we've seen before, but I just think it's pointless because now he's got the mask back.
Mm-hmm.
So like, where's the shame in him getting unmasked when we've already seen it?
True, but I mean, let's see how they go with it. I'm just looking forward to it, so I can hear Zelina Vega some more.
Yeah, but in terms of WrestleMania, I've literally got no idea which way they're gonna go for Daniel Bryan. Assuming of course he retains at the Chamber, which I expect him to.
I don't want to see AJ again, but whatever. I mean, I like AJ Styles, don't get me wrong, but it's just like we've seen it. Let's try to do... Oh, God. Please don't tell me they're going to do Daniel Bryan and John Cena.
No.
Yeah, I'm coming back, Jack.
John Cena has been talking about not missing Mania this year. Please don't. No, I think he's pretty sold on a Raw feud.
Okay, well, I could see it now, by the way, because I'm back, Jack, and I'm coming for the championship 17 times. Hey, John, guess what? I still have my Bella Twin. Boom.
Oh, yeah, I'm the planet's champion. And Cena, well, I'm America's champion.
Oh, God. Well, how do you not incorporate a Bella line? He's no longer with Nikki. He still has Brie. There you go. But, yeah, that you could have some fun with that. And, we've seen it before. SummerSlam. Hello. But still. Well, with John Cena with the Raw feud, well, I don't think it's going to be Lars Sullivan now because, well, hello.
Yeah. Oh, wait, who is it that they've given all of Lars' storylines to? I saw a report that somebody's storylines currently were originally planned for Lars Sullivan, but I can't think who it was.
I forgot to. Be honest with you, I try to stay away from those reports like you do.
Yeah, I know.
So
it just caught my attention.
Well,
I thought that's going to lead to John Cena.
Well, here's the thing. With the Velveteen, I was going to originally say if they bring the Velveteen Dream up, I know John Cena wants to wrestle him, and I think just the promos with him and John Cena would be amazing. But now we know Velveteen Dream is the North American champion. So I
Or
mean,
is he?
or is he? But I mean, who knows what John Cena, what they're gonna do? Oh God, please don't tell me that. There you go, Mojo Rawley versus John Cena.
For once, I would be happy with a John Cena squash match.
Exactly, that would be the only time you cheer John Cena to kill Mojo Rawley. No,
I think we can rule out a rematch with Taker. He seems pretty well. He seems to be distancing himself from WWE. He's removed all references from his social media. Yes, Undertaker's on social media now, by the way.
so I mean, you got to put him in the Hall of Fame.
Oh yeah. If not this year, then definitely next year.
Well, I like who's going in this year. It looks like they're talking about putting in, well, God rest his soul, Bret Hart, Jimmy Anvil Neidhart, and Jimmy Hart as the Hart Foundation.
Yeah. It's gonna be pretty gut wrenching just seeing Bret up there by himself, though.
I know. I mean, that kills me just because. Oh, well, you know, when Eddie passed away, then he went in 2006, and I mean, just like I said, it really is just because, and you know, with the whole thing with Jim, but still, they deserve it. I mean, Bret has gone in by himself, and then they can go in as the same. Same with Jimmy Hart, but yeah, they can go in as a tandem.
Yeah.
Uh, I don't know, man. I want to see more people. Okay, Owen and British Bulldog. We've said this many times, but Owen and British definitely still have to go in the British Bulldog.
Yeah, it's crazy that they're not in yet. I mean, obviously we know why.
Yeah.
With Owen, but everybody seems to be petitioning for Bulldog, Bret especially.
Oh, absolutely. Now I'm curious to see who they get for the celebrity wing, just because, so everybody can get mad again.
Let me think.
Kid Rock last year, so.
Yeah. Flow Rider.
Flow Rider. Oh, that makes sense.
And then we're going to get a 30-minute Flow Rider set. God help us.
Welcome to my house.
Oh. I'm kicking myself now because that's actually going to happen, isn't it?
Hey, well, Snooki's also eligible for the WWE Celebrity Wing Hall of Fame, so there you go. There's another one that'll make you cringe.
Jeez. How about Pee Wee Herman?
I love it. Or Regis.
Regis.
Those at least make sense. They're fans, and Pee Wee Herman was great, you know, as the guest host of Raw.
Yeah.
Probably one of the funny times I laughed at Alex Riley when they did the secret word. He's like, dude. And he goes to me, dude, you said the secret word. Remember that?
Yeah.
Oh. Say it to my face, Alex Riley. There you go. Alex Riley's going to AEW. Boom.
I thought you were going to say Hall of Fame now. What?
No, well, first... that guy, I mean, he's just, I don't know. You could blame John Cena for that, too. There you go. Alex Riley's coming back, John.
We can blame him for the first time. I don't know exactly what happened the second time. I think he just complained too much.
Well, yeah, I mean, the chains are coming off me. Remember he was doing that chains are coming off and all that crap?
The next thing he was gone.
Yeah, shut up, Alex.
WWE locker room, keep your mouth shut.
There you go. Do you remember when they shaved it? Then they became WWE. Get the F out. WWE locker room, shut your damn mouth.
Yeah. Shut the F up.
Shut the F up.
Especially you, Sasha.
Oh, fucking Sasha. I even say, I pulled a butcher with that ever since watching that Chronicle. Goddamn Sasha Banks.
Yep. That's all of Raw. That's all of SmackDown.
Mm-hmm.
We've covered NXT.
Mm-hmm.
And we haven't made an hour yet.
Wow.
That's how much happened this week.
There was just so much. Well, I had to get the Impact stuff in just because. Well,
Yeah.
you gave me the thumbs down this morning.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wake up and Daz gives me the old thumbs down. I'm like, I didn't do it. They did it.
Oh yeah, the thumbs down was for them, not for you. Freaking Disco Inferno.
They got fucking Disco Inferno on the goddamn press conference call this week. I'm like, Jesus fucking Christ. Well, then
Why?
well, because then he'll boast that he raised the ratings at Thanksgiving.
Fuck me.
Well, I mean, what else really happened on Raw that we missed? I mean, we covered a lot with SmackDown. Did I miss anything else that happened on Raw? Well, Kurt Angle. Kurt Angle, that's right.
Oh yeah, yeah. The main events had a odd finish because apparently you can only get the only time you don't get DQ'd for attacking somebody in a tag team match is if you're a heel.
That made no fucking sense.
Oh, don't touch me! I'll disqualify you.
God.
That never happens. You see heels attacking the illegal man all the time.
They were just trying to get a way to do the whole attack angle after the match, which, I mean, what the hell are they going to do with Kurt Angle now? I'm telling you, if they're going to do Kurt and Drew or Braun and Drew, I don't fucking know what they're doing. Angle and Corbin again?
No, thanks.
No, thank you.
I mean, yeah, there's literally nowhere to go now. We've already had the tag team match.
Mm-hmm.
Kurt's had a match with both of them. Braun's had a match with both of them.
I just don't know what the hell they're going to do with those guys. There's a lot of uncertainties going into Mania again.
Yeah. Which is good, because usually we know the entire card 6 months in advance.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I meant to ask you, did you see CM Punk's going to be in a horror film?
Yes. I think I saw that a few weeks ago, actually.
Girl on the Third Floor. Wow.
Good for him.
Good for him.
I mean, I still want to see him in AEW, but good for him.
Still is. I mean, well, by the way, what the hell's even going on with Lucha Underground still with all these contracts? And apparently El Hijo del Fantasma is suing them, King Cuerno?
Yeah. I saw Robert Davis post in RWT that it looks like a horrible place to work.
You know what it is? I watch those shows, and I mean, we're fans of Lucha Underground. They do a lot of great work. But it's just like, I don't even know if season 5 is going to happen now with all this crap that's going on.
Yeah. I mean, is that what he's suing them for? Contract disputes and stuff?
Yeah, and just, I think, money and all that crap. It's more contract.
Okay, so it's an Impact thing.
No. I think it's just the contract, and I think money has to do with it. It's not, okay, it's not all an Impact thing. It's a little...
Well, speaking of leaving companies, we it's funny enough, we spoke about him a few weeks ago, because we hadn't seen him all year. Kitamura's left New Japan.
I saw that, and I'll be honest with you, our good friend is very very heartbroken about that. The one and only Switch Babe is a little, she's a little heartbroken about that.
I'm a little disappointed as well. I was really getting into Kitamura at the start of the year. He was constantly in the opening matches, wasn't he?
Yes, like versus like Yuji Nagata and people like that.
Yeah, I thought he's got a great look. He's built, he's athletic. I think he's got a bright future, and then he gets injured and disappears.
I only got one thing to say to
that. Fucking Harold.
Kitamura is going to AEW.
You know what the title of this episode is? Everybody's going to AEW.
Exactly. Well, I mean, like I said, the whole thing was fine this week, and I think with Raw, like, we really, like, pretty much covered everything. It's just, like, I watched it this week, and I was kind of like, about a lot of stuff. Like, I like the opening segment and the main event, and, like, the in-between was fine. But it was just kind of like, did you kind of feel about this week's Raw again? Besides the Becky Lynch stuff?
Yeah. SmackDown was a little better, but again, the highlight of both shows was Becky Lynch, so the problem is they put her in the opening of the show, and then everything else was just downhill.
That's why I kind of say, like, sorry to the listeners if we're kind of about this, but it's just like, it's the man. Blame the man, because the man killed good.
I'm glad, because at the start of the show we criticised Impact, and I was thinking, okay, people are going to think we're hypocritical Impact haters now, and we just interviewed Killer Cross. But wait, we're going to criticise WWE as well.
Exactly. First of all, we will never ever criticize that man because.
Oh hell no! He cut a promo using only fucking writing on Instagram.
That guy just. I mean,
like an entire promo.
I know. Well, Butcher and I have talked about it. Could you imagine if he comes to NXT in the match that he would have with Aleister Black?
Well, Butcher wants him in AEW because everybody's going to AEW.
Well, he has to go to Japan. I think he even said like the Kenny Omega would be his dream match. I think that's on his bucket list. So
Yeah.
I mean,
I imagine that's on everybody's bucket list.
oh yeah, but that's the thing. Well, Kenny Omega still made me laugh ever since the Royal Rumble thing, and that video. But you know what it is too, man? It's just so interesting. Like you mentioned was it Double or Nothing? I almost said All or Nothing. Double or Nothing, right?
Double or Nothing, yeah.
Okay. Like, I'm looking forward to seeing where that goes. I'm sure we're going to get an All In this year. I mean, there's so many possibilities going into the year with wrestling. I mean, then we're on the road. Kelly Klein is on the road, another KK. Kelly Klein's on the road to MSG, and I can't wait for that show. The MSG New Japan with the whole Ring of Honor.
Yeah.
There's just so much good with wrestling, man. And I mean, whatever New Japan does, I'm looking forward to see what New Japan. I mean, it's just a very exciting times for professional wrestling.
Indeed, even with NXT UK.
Yo, Walter, I watched the main event. Walter and Mark Coffey doing their thing. Goddamn, I don't want to take a shot from him still. I like the guy. I really do. I cannot wait for him and Pete Dunne to just go at it. I got to say, you know what's actually great about NXT UK? Because as a wrestling fan, and, we talk about these shows and we watch these shows, you know what the actual good thing about NXT UK is with it, going forward now?
The crowd.
Well, besides the crowd, they're absolutely amazing. And I've always put over the UK peeps. Yeah. But the 2 episodes that they would have on in a day, and it was just because, you got to watch NXT and then the 2 NXT UKs. Like, they're just doing 1 a week now.
Yeah. So no pre-tapings.
Yeah, so which is cool. And like I said, it looks like they're priming Ginny for a championship match with Toni Storm. I mean, you're going to see a lot of great things go. I think Ginny's going to fight Mia Yim because they're doing the NXT UK Phoenix things. You're going to see Jordan Devlin against Noam Dar. I really am looking forward to seeing Danny Burch and Oni Lorcan against Zach Gibson and James Drake. Take your fucking shoes off. My God, I mean, you're going to see a lot of great wrestling.
Yeah, and Kofi, run. Run.
Yes.
And the people that disrespected Walter last week, run.
Oh my God, what is wrong with those idiots, man? Like they don't get Walter for his size and all that. What the fuck is wrong with those people?
Oh, he's just another big guy that doesn't do much. What you mean is he doesn't flip and flop.
That's the problem, because everybody is so into. They want to see spot. They're all about the spot.
Yeah, like almost everybody on the WWE roster these days does a suicide dive.
Mm-hmm.
It used to be a pretty, you'd see maybe 1-2 guys doing it, and you wouldn't see it very often. Now everybody does it every week.
Oh, I just also thought about this. There's only one other thing that we didn't cover with SmackDown.
Oh, yeah. Nakamachka.
Nakamachka. You gotta hashtag that shit. Nakamachka. Okay, so they get to win over Gallows and Anderson because, I'll be honest with you, I'm sorry to say this, but who doesn't get the win over Gallows and Anderson?
Sad but true.
Sad but true. Is that like your new tag team for the future? Nakamura and Rusev gonna system as Nakamachka as the tag champs?
You know what? I'm kind of getting behind it.
Oh my God! Please don't tell me what they're gonna do is Miz and Shane are gonna retain against the Usos at the Chamber, and then they lose to Nakamachka at Mania, and then Miz turns on Shane.
I'd be okay with that.
Instead of seeing Miz versus Shane McMahon.
Yeah, I'm not interested in seeing Miz versus Shane.
I'm not either, but you never know. By the way, did you see Dana Brooke getting all mad and all pissed off at Natalya? And Natalya just has her headphones in, man.
This is why you don't use pods.
Yeah.
Use the wires. People know you got stuff in your ears, then.
Personally, I think they had something with Ember Moon, but Ember Moon, unfortunately, has to have surgery. I know Amir is very disappointed because the bathwater needed to take a break, or he's still sipping on whatever he's sipping with Ember and her bathwater.
Well, she'll still need to take baths.
I know. I love Amir, but still, yeah. I mean, Yo, did you see what he did? Okay, Mr. RWT Kingpin. What's with the third account on Facebook, which I love just because he's a champ. But
you're welcome for the nickname, by the way.
Yeah.
Where's my royalties?
Jesus. So I put up the interview that I did with Monica Flowerbomb Garcia repping the LFC, and then all of a sudden I see a GIF from the RWT Kingpin there, a guy sitting in the bathwater. I'm like, oh, there he goes. He's back. He's back with the bathwater. You know?
That's he's just got an endless supply.
He's just like endless with this bathwater. I swear to God. It's the voluptuosity factor, guys.
Yeah. On the RWT road trip that he's doing on YouTube, I was waiting for him to walk into a hotel and just go to the receptionist and go, "So you have baths here? How big are the baths?"
Oh, we love you, Amir.
How many liters can you get out of the bath?
And he would do it. Mr. Oh, speaking of hypocrites, he's kind of a hypocrite. Mr. I hate Sasha Banks. She sucks so much, blah, blah, blah. And there he's just taking a photo with Sasha Banks. All smiles.
Yeah. Well, I mean, to be fair, it's a very rare opportunity
That is
to be
very true.
granted permission to have your picture taken in the presence of Sasha Banks.
Exactly. Do you not understand this rarity? By the way, did you see the Raw audience dropped in ratings, by the way?
Yep. Well, on SmackDown, of course.
Of course. Yeah, I gotta go to SmackDown.
It's hardly surprising. Literally, the only red hot thing they've got going right now is the Becky Lynch storyline.
That's legit about it. That's why I said. Oh, and Randy Orton Mustafa killed it. Now, here's the thing with Randy Orton Mustafa Ali. Do you do the thing where, because Randy really doesn't care about Mustafa, he doesn't care about his name, the whole night. Excuse me. Do you have Mustafa eliminate Randy Orton in the chamber match, and that sets up a match between the two at Mania?
Yeah.
And then Mustafa beats him at Mania?
I think Mustafa is definitely going to eliminate either Randy or Joe.
Samoa Joe was great this week, just killing everybody. Well, Joe's going to kill you, so I thought he was great this week. He had a great showing.
Yeah. Hell of an RKO as well.
Exactly. That was a hell of an RKO. That's the thing. Once I saw him going for the 054 and then I see Orton coming and he swings his leg, I'm like, oh, here comes the RKO out of nowhere.
It's a funny thing with Randy last few years is every time he hits one of these surprise RKOs out of as a counter, he sort of pauses for a moment and just say, "Whew," and then goes for the pin.
You know what it is too, and I'll be honest with you, and I think here's also another reason why you don't watch it 205 Live, because I got to mention this. So Mike Kanellis took another L to Brian Kendrick, and I know Butcher. First of all, I automatically thought of Butcher because as soon as I heard the tune, I'm like, oh, there's a song. There's a song. So he comes out, loses to Brian Kendrick. Aiden English is on commentary talking about, he's got to focus and all that. Maria's getting all pissed off at Aiden. So I'm going to tell you right now, could you imagine if that leads to a match between Mike Kanellis and Aiden English on 205 Live? I'm cool with it, but
let's do it.
Let's do it. I'm cool with it, but
I don't really know why Aiden is on commentary. As far as I know, there's nothing wrong with him.
I guess they needed another body, and I guess they think, like you mentioned, he's kind of like that Jesse the Body Ventura.
Oh yeah, he's got a great voice for it. I'm just not sure why they did it.
But yeah, I think they're gonna have him fight Mike Kanellis, which I'm okay with. Yeah. And Tony Nese and Noam Dar are gonna have an ODQ match next week, which that should be very good. Like I said, it's good stuff on 205, but you know what it is too, man? I think it's just because where they're slated. Because again, remember, they went to Wednesdays and they were on the same day as NXT and all that, but now they're back to right after SmackDown at 10 o'clock.
Yeah. We got an anniversary this week. Today when the episode goes out, is the 3rd anniversary of Daniel Bryan formally retiring.
Wow. Again, I just remember sitting there watching there, just all heartbroken for him, like everybody was.
Yeah. Oh man, that night sucked.
That did. And you know what it is too? You kind of saw it coming, but then you see years later now, because their doctor didn't clear him, but his doctor did.
Yeah. And now he's just like nothing ever happened.
But still, I'm very happy for that guy because like I said, I remember watching that guy. The first time I ever saw him was actually with Ring of Honor. I was there in attendance when he beat James Gibson, a.k.a. Jamie Noble, for the Ring of Honor title, and his run as Ring of Honor champion was great.
Yeah.
The Takeshi Morishima match where he got a detached retina.
Oh.
That was brutal.
Speaking of... God, this is a very weird segue. Speaking of detached retinas.
Wow.
Shawn Michaels was great on commentary on Halftime Heat.
Wow, that is a really...
That's a very reachy segue.
I see what you're doing, making fun of poor Shawn's lazy eye.
Oh, I'm not making fun. It reminded me Shawn Michaels had a detached retina. Shawn Michaels was great on Halftime Heat.
He was. Him and Vic Joseph did a great job. Good God. Speaking of detached retinas.
Oh, did you see the last Friday the 13th?
Yes.
Yeah, one line in particular, of course. I can't remember exactly what it was, but he put over Velveteen Dream massively when Vic compared the two of them. And Shawn just basically said, I'm nowhere near his level.
That's true, because he even said that like when they were at a house show, and I think he pretty much he's been praising Dream for a long time.
Yeah.
Rightfully
everybody
so.
has.
Rightfully fucking so, man. I mean, the man just shows up and everybody's talking to him. He was true what he said in that promo, and I mean, I love the Johnny Gargano Tommaso Ciampa promo. Like we mentioned, Johnny Champion, Johnny Jackass, but I mean, I'm just waiting for the DIY reunion. I'm really just excited for that, just because they've been doing it so well.
I don't know if they're just teasing it or if it is actually going to happen. But I remember when everybody got excited that it got leaked, and everybody said DIY reunited. They didn't actually reunite though.
Not necessarily.
Yeah. But I do like how Champ is trying to pull the strings. But I did kind of get confused by Johnny this week because he was like very face-ish again. So I don't quite know where we stand with Johnny Gargano. Is he a heel or a face?
Is he kind of like the delusional Bo Dallas when he was like he was trying to be a face, but he's really a heel?
No, there's no delusions. He was over.
Okay, well, I'll be honest with you. Do you remember when they used to turn their backs on Bo Dallas?
Yeah, that was great. Evan also did that to Matt Hardy when Impact was in Manchester one year.
Did he really?
Stood on his chair, back to the ring.
Did he hate Matt Hardy that much?
It was when he was going through Big Money Matt phase.
Oh yeah, I could see why he did that. I kind of agree with him. And never mind.
Okay, so throughout this whole episode, we joked that everybody's going to AEW.
Okay.
And that's all built up to the biggest one of all. I don't even know who broke the news. Probably Uncle Dave. AEW have made a huge offer to a big WWE star, which would be Brock Lesnar.
Fuck off.
Exactly.
just fuck off, okay? Like, stop. Like, it really gotta fucking stop. Yes, and AEW's gonna get Goldberg. Shut the fuck up. God.
Well, I mean, they could get Goldberg to do a few appearances, but come on, Brock, really?
Yeah, dude, fucking dirt sheets. Everybody's going to AEW. That's just this fucking episode. Everybody's going to AEW. Yeah, AEW. AEW.
I mean, obviously, they've got more money than WWE, so they could afford it, but I don't see it happening.
But there's actually one other thing we forgot to mention, because, like, we really did just go through everything so quickly, but there's only one other match we didn't mention on Raw.
Is it a good one?
Well, Finn Balor and Lio Rush.
Yeah, it was what it was.
I mean, well, we're going to get Finn and Bobby for the Intercontinental title, so.
Yeah, you notice how quickly Finn came back down after his push?
I really hope Seth beats that motherfucker at WrestleMania. I'm sorry, but I'm tired of Brock Lesnar as a goddamn champ.
Yep. Ain't we all? Well, no, not all of us. There are still some sheep out there that love Brock.
Like, he just does German suplexes, belly to bellies, F5, 1, 2, 3. That's the match.
Yeah.
Like, okay. Or Kimura, excuse me. He did make Finn Balor tap out to the Kimura. So the Kimura, F5, and suplexes. I think that's just the thing with us, because we've been watching Brock Lesnar since his inception in 2002. I was there the night he beat The Rock for the undisputed title when The Rock was going to film movies. And those matches with The Undertaker, Kurt Angle, The Big Show, John Cena. Yes, Backlash '03, John Cena when he was rapping, and that was actually a decent match. And he's had so many of those matches. I was there when him and Goldberg got booed out of the building. You sold out WrestleMania 20, so we know about what Brock Lesnar can do and what he did in Japan and all this stuff in MMA, and then he just comes back like this.
Yeah.
I think it's just because, like I said, we've watched Brock Lesnar since his inception, and now we just see him just being Brock Lesnar's now big lazy. And I think what really soured a lot of people was the Dean Ambrose WrestleMania 32 thing, where Dean wanted to have this crazy match and have this brawl, and Brock just no.
Yeah, we all wanted this crazy brawl.
And then here comes Brock Lesnar, just I'm gonna throw you, I'm gonna throw you, I'm gonna throw you. F5, 1, 2, 3. Fucking Brock.
Oh, I forgot to mention something about Jeff Jarrett.
What?
I mean, obviously he's going through a midlife crisis with Road Dogg, but he's also having an identity crisis.
Slap nuts. Oh yeah, he's saying slap nuts and still doing. Yeah, good.
He's doing the Double J gimmick, but he's dressed as like 99 Jeff Jarrett.
And he's saying slap nuts.
What the?
Yeah, it's like what? It's like when Matt Hardy was doing Delete, but he was coming out to It's like, are you Hardy Boy Matt or are you Brokey? Well, we knew why.
Yeah, that kind of made sense, but this is just like, Jeff, you've got the gear. Just do Double J if you're going to do Double J.
Exactly. And I'll be honest with you, that theme song, that I know the old I mean, it's just so, you know?
Yeah.
I know, and I like Jeff Jarrett. I'm not trying to hate on Jeff Jarrett, but still. Ugh. Him and the Road Dogg. I love that song, and I'm just tired of hearing "What My Baby Tonight."
And nobody knows the words.
Well, also, again...
They keep trying to get other people to sing it, and nobody knows the words.
And also, most of the generation now wasn't born when that happened.
Yeah, you see kids in the crowd just like, what the fuck is this?
And Road Dogg shimmying and still doing the Dusty Rhodes punches with the dance.
Yeah, some of those kids probably don't even know who Road Dogg are.
I mean, we've been there since the Roadie days of the 3 Live Crew. It's the remix, 3 Live Crew, so, and getting rowdy and the whole nine. So we know, but they don't know.
It's a bad jam.
I fucking love that song so much. You see, and people, like I said, and people complain that we complain about that company. We just put over the 3 Live Crew, and we did.
3LK was great.
And that's the thing, like Monty Brown, okay, and
Yeah.
R-Truth, okay. R-Truth deserves really what he gets in a way, because that motherfucker had to team with Pac-Man Jones and fucking had to deal with that crap. So he fucking deserves everything he gets.
Truth has been underrated and underutilized for a long, long time.
Exactly. And I mean, K-Quick, I mean, what was he, like the hardcore champion for like 2 seconds? But still, yeah. I mean, I think him and Road Dogg were fine as a team there. And then when he went to TNA, NWA TNA at the time, and then TNA, it's had so many name changes, but I digress. But he showcased himself, whether it's champion, tag team champion, whoever he had to work with. He shined, and he had some fun with it in the process.
Yeah.
I still hate that fucking Capital Punishment match with John Cena because it was the absolute shit, and I hate the fact that a kid was involved in the finish, throwing soda in his face. Then AA 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, it sucked. But obviously I kind of stepped away from WWE in like 2009, 10, most of 11. But from what I've seen, Truth had a hell of a gimmick back then when he was a heel, with the Miz interrupting the Hell in a Cell and everything. And that's like the last time he was taken seriously.
Yes, awesome Truth, and then when he turned on that guy,
Jomo.
When he turned on that guy with the cigarette.
Oh, yes.
That's the thing. And like I said, whatever his name is, Johnny Morrison, Impact, Blackcraft, Nitro, Anakin, whatever his name is, this week, Mundo. That's another one. And we talked about that. Like I said, I watched that guy's when him and Matt Capitelli, God rest his soul, were wrestling Lance Cade, God rest his soul, and Trevor Murdoch wasn't there yet. Mark Jindrak. Lance Cade and Mark Jindrak on Heat. Them getting caned by Tommy Dreamer. Watching, just the Eminem days. Okay, you want to hear a funny story about Eminem?
Yeah.
So I remember sitting at MSG, and my boy, I used to read like Gerwick.net. Now Gerwick.net was a site run by Steve Gerwick that would have the list of.
Yeah, I remember Gerwick.net.
Yeah, you know what's up, all right.
That was the
So,
MySpace of wrestling.
oh, yes. Gerwick.net. And it's still up and running today. Oh, Steve Gerwick. Anyway, I digress, buddy. So I'm sitting there at MSG, and my boy, family friend of ours, Carl, they come out for a dark match. Now, this was before Eminem came on TV, and, they beat Eddie Guerrero and Rey Mysterio for the tag titles. This is before that. So I guess they were like getting tryout, whatever. And I knew who they were because of Gerwick.net, Joey Mercury and Johnny Nitro. Well, I knew Johnny Nitro because before that, he was Eric Bischoff's lackey as Johnny Spade and whatever the fuck his name was.
Johnny Spade.
And then it was Johnny Nitro.
Yeah.
And so I'm watching this, and my dude's like, "Who is that?" I'm like, "Well, that's Johnny Nitro, who was with Eric Bischoff, and the other guy is, I believe, Joey Mercury, Joey Matthews, Christian York, ECW. You know who they were taking on in that match?
Wow, what year was it? 2000.
I think this was like late 2000, early 2005.
I'm gonna go with the Bashing Brothers.
No, the makeshift team of Hardcore Holly and Charlie House.
Oh.
Because remember when they would throw everybody together, like
Yeah.
Hardcore Holly, Billy Gunn, Hardcore Holly and Charlie Haas, Rene Dupree and Kenzo Suzuki, all those teams.
Yeah, kind of like what they're doing now with the women.
And well, hello.
Just Frankenstein tag teams.
I still wanted Nikki and Alicia, because you want to play with Nikki, and she goes, yeah, I want to play, and Alicia just being all crazy. I was just waiting for Maria to come in. Maria, you crushed my hat.
Do you know, I love "Don't Cross the Fox."
Don't
That is a
I
great
do.
catchphrase.
Cross Fox, man. Are you kidding me? Don't cross the Fox. I love it. You see, and people hate on Alicia Fox, but I think she's fucking amazing at what she does. Yes, she was the Divas champ once and all that, but still, I mean, she entertains me. She's funny.
Well, you know what we just spoke about Truth. I think Alicia Fox is the R-Truth of the women's division. She's very underrated and underutilized, but she plays crazy very well.
Dude, I still remember her Inception when she was the wedding planner at Edge and Vicky Guerrero's wedding, and then you remember what she did after that?
No, I just remember Miss Fox, and then next thing she's crazy.
So she was on ECW. She was dancing with DJ Gabriel, aka Steve Lewington, when DJ Gabriel was in the company. Remember DJ Gabriel?
No.
Okay, he was pretty much.
Was this like the end of ECW?
Yeah, so this is like, so this is when they had Paul Burchill and Katie Lee Burchill on the roster, and he was feuding with the Hurricane and Zack Ryder and all those that time period. Ugh. And Ezekiel Jackson was the last ECW champion beating Christian when he was with William Regal and Vladimir Kozlov, the whole nine. So DJ Gabriel was kind of like an Alex Wright type of character. His real name was Steve Lewington. He was a UK wrestler. And he kind of did, and he wore like the black leather jacket, and he would come out and dance. So he was kind of like a Das Wonder kid. He was not bad, but they gave him that gimmick, and it kind of was just like, okay. This is around.
The writing was on the wall for ECW at that time.
Yeah, then you had people like Bam Neely with fucking Chavo Guerrero when he was the ECW champion, and then, oh god, I got to do it. Knock knock, who's there? Braden Walker, and I'm gonna knock your brains out. Like, oh fucking Chris.
No. Braden.
No, Braden. Well, you know what the problem is too? Like, I remember when the photo surfaced, because when he left TNA at the time, Chris Harris, there was a photo that surfaced of him in the dark match that he wrestled Shelton Benjamin in, and then it's coming out and he's all what he looked like, and I'm like, what the fuck happened to Chris Harris?
Yeah, I felt really, really bad for him.
And then friggin' Matt Hardy has to go, hey man, I hear you're kind of like a wildcat, and I'm like, oh my fucking god. And I really feel bad for Chris Harris, and then he comes back and TNA and he friggin' knock knock, who's there? Braden Walker. With him and Matt Hardy want beer money for the tag titles. I'm like, no. You
made me wonder now. I wonder what Braden Walker, Chris Harris is doing these days.
He was just on Robbie E's Why It Ended thing
Nice.
talking. So, I mean, just like, I like Chris Harris, and I think it's hard to get, and I think Robbie even said on the podcast, like, it was kind of hard to get in touch with him because that dude doesn't do any social media.
No.
Same with Monty Brown. Like, there was that Monty Brown Twitter that was out, and I think Lance Hoyt was the one that actually confirmed it was fake, because Monty doesn't even do social media.
I mean, if you look on Chris Harris's Wikipedia, literally the last thing he did in his career was that return to Impact.
That's very true. And you know what it is too? Like that guy was so talented, and we loved the AMW Naturals feud, the AMW Triple X cage match. We talk about it all the time. So it's like we grew up on that stuff and just watching a lot of that. And it's just a shame just what happened. It really was. And I think okay, when he did the wide ender with Rob E, I think he even stated in that show, Daz, that I think he kind of regretted leaving TNA to go to WWE.
Yeah. We've still got beer money memories.
We do have great beer money memories. Yes, we do. Well, James Storm is one of the other ones. I think that's, when he did NXT, those couple matches, and I liked it. And I mean, we got to see him in ICW against Grado. But I mean, it was Jeff Jarrett as the ref. But still, I mean, I really want to see James Storm like in NXT or doing something because I think that dude has a great mind. And he's another one that I've always enjoyed. Even though he was, beating poor Manic and Mahabali Shira and, the Revolution in the shed or whatever the fuck that was supposed to be.
Oh, James Storm's amazing.
He is.
Absolutely deserves more than one world title run.
Absolutely. Do you remember the face, though? Because I remember when they were having him, like, feud with Mahabali Shira, and you could tell by the look on his face, like, oh, God, I got to put this guy over. I got to work with him. Because you knew it's brutal. And what does that tell you about Mahabali Shira? I'm sure he's a very nice guy and he works hard. But he gets fired from Impact, goes to NXT, and doesn't even last a year there.
Yeah.
What does that tell you? You could say it.
Oh, Shira.
Sure.
Like, the whole thing in Impact was just all gimmick. The stupid little dance. There was nothing special about him.
Yeah. Now look what they got. The Desi Hit Squad that nobody even cares about.
I mean, Storm technically is a two-time world champion thanks to ICW.
Yes. Very true.
Thank you, ICW. Thank you, Mac Dallas.
That company, I'll be honest with you, as an American, I will even say it. I love the fact that Nigel gives homage to it when he does his, ICW in Progress feuds. Because people don't realize, and I'll say this right now, us as Americans, because we're ignorant, not all of us ignorant. So yes, I'm kind of throwing some shade at my fellow countrymen, but hey, it's the truth. The truth hurts. But like I'm watching like ICW and watching like the grit and like the greatness of what you see. I think it's just amazing. Like that's why I love that company. And you look at Progress, and I think just the UK has some of the best talents. And again, that's putting over the praise and with the NXT UK brand and all that. So yeah, I gotta give love to Mark Dallas and ICW. You know why? Because he runs the fucking show.
Also, I need to correct myself. Storm didn't actually win the world title. He just got a shot at the world title, but still.
But still, hey, close but no scar.
Yeah, it seems to be the story of his last run in Impact.
Jesus.
Well, we're going to keep giving you world title matches, but you're not going to win it.
That fucking, just the way he exited the company, losing to fucking Dan Lambert of American Top, that was just fucking wrong.
Disrespectful. Do you know what? Nobody leaves Impact in a good light, apart from maybe Kurt Angle. I mean, he lost his last match, but at least he had a farewell tour. But everybody else, even Sting, just lost a match. You're done. Roll off TV. Thanks for coming. AJ was the same as well.
Yeah, well, Magnus, because Magnus was taking a trip to Dixieland, man.
Oh, man, that storyline. Oh, could they have made it any more obvious that they were doing a CM Punk?
Exactly. Oh, with AJ Styles, and he's friggin' putting up the title. He's right out the car.
Yeah, but the worst thing is the TNA replica titles look nothing like the real titles. They look completely different, like the color and the light and the material. So AJ comes back with this replica title, and it's obvious that it's a replica title. At least when Punk and Cena did it, they looked exactly the same.
Oh yeah, they did. And you know what it is too, like, okay, I have to mention this because I just thought of this while we're talking, and we'll come back to this. But I meant to ask you, what you think about Ricochet and Adam Cole, Bebe, on NXT, and we get that match next week.
Yep, let me see the rematch.
You know what it is too? Like with Ricochet, with what he was as Prince Puma and Lucha Underground, I like him. I do. And I know he's a very flippy, but him and Johnny Gargano had an amazing match at TakeOver. And Adam Cole, you know what I think it is too, also with Velveteen as the champ? I think that's the next feud that they're going towards is him and Velveteen, him and Cole. That's what I'm thinking. That's just a theory.
Yeah, it'll be good. It's just strange how suddenly Adam Cole is interested in the North American title again when he didn't actually go for his rematch or anything.
Exactly. But he was plotting his time, baby.
Hmm.
And it's just fun to say, babe. I'm waiting him to start saying it once again. Who's ready for story time with Adam Cole, baby? The guy is just money, but yeah. And you know what it is too, like I just that whole NXT. Like, here's the thing: like, we do these shows and we talk about Raw and SmackDown. Like, we just want them in kind of like a blink, right? It's like blink, you miss it because Becky Lynch dominated both shows. But then you talk about NXT. That's why I always say, like, if you're pissed off at the main roster, just watch NXT. It's like a breath of fresh air.
Yeah, it amazes me that there's still people that refuse to watch NXT.
I don't know how people just don't understand like what they're doing here and what like Triple H's vision. Like we got the UK facility now with the Performance Center and how he wants to expand. Like there's plans, man.
Like there's people out there that will tell you to stop complaining about the main roster and just watch the show. You can't be completely happy with the main roster. You can't.
No.
And if you're not, just watch NXT. I don't know why you wouldn't watch NXT. Even if it's just because there's already 5 hours of Raw and SmackDown. It's only an extra hour.
Or like some fans say, oh, they're taking everybody's company. It's just like a one big indie and it's developmental. That's the problem because they don't realize that it's not developmental anymore. They're actually making their own brand out of it.
Yeah, Triple H wants to get rid of the term main roster.
Exactly. But no, they just won't understand it. They don't.
Yeah, it's full of indie favorites, but as soon as they come up to Raw and SmackDown, they fall in love with them.
Yeah, exactly. Oh my God, they're on the main roster. Oh my God, they're killing them. What's going on? Fickle.
Oh holy shit, this guy's great. Yeah, he's been great on NXT for 2 years. Shut up.
Yeah, exactly. We do this. We do this. That's the problem, you know what I'm saying? And I think with NXT UK, you get a lot with them too. And I really can't wait for the next special if the first one was any indication. And you never know who's going to show up. Hey, you saw Finn Balor. Let's see who else they get. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, the funny thing with the UK takeover is I wasn't that hyped for it because it wasn't full of like established stars.
Mm-hmm.
It was just like local UK talent. I thought it would have been more high profile if they'd have got more from NXT US and just sort of mix it up a little bit. But it turned out to be a fucking killer show.
And I got to just say this right now. Just the stare down with Walter, which I called on another show that I did because I was so happy to see that. And I think Walter adds a lot, like we mentioned, like, people say what they will, but dude, that drop kick is sweet.
Yeah.
That move, man, dude, is so graceful. He's so big. He's got a great prowess to him. He's the future. You get to see a lot of greatness with the future. Is this? I mean, I do the show "The Future Is Now" because there's a lot of
yeah,
there's a lot of realism to it.
Big guys don't get over very often in indies because obviously indie feds like the flippy guys. So if Walter's special, there's got to be something to him.
Exactly. That's the problem. I mean, start with the flippy. I mean, I like flippy too. I like a lot of stuff, but you can see a big man and powerful big man just wrestle, and he's a brute. Don't complain. Stop bitching. There's a girl barfing on somebody right now. Like, stop bitching.
Oh, jeez. Alright, so let's finish this off with some plugs. The next time we bring you a championship special is April 6th as we present Promo Mania 4. We'll be predicting NXT TakeOver Brooklyn and WrestleMania. Mike hopes to complete 365 days as Knowledge Champion as he defends the title again, and the Promo Championship will be on the line as Blackbane battles the Butcher. And the first theme song is Cross Off by Mark Morton and Chester Bennington, taken from Mark's upcoming solo album Anesthetic, which is available in about a month's time, March 1st, on iTunes and Spotify. Go to maxwrestling.net for more information.
Now, I'm actually going to do this, because when I say I'm going to do it, I mean, I'm going to try not to be not like the Phoenix and say, I'm going to come back and I'm going to be better. But where the hell is the Phoenix?
That's my answer.
That's the only reason why I'm saying that is because Phoenix, come on, man, you're running out of time, and I want to. We got to do this, man. That's all I'm saying. I'm being nice. You know what I'm saying?
He's doing a Bray Wyatt. He's healthy. He's ready to go. He's just not working.
Yeah, it's the competitive stuff. I want to see Phoenix come back in here because he said, "You better watch out, boy." And I'm like, "I'm right here. Come on, Phoenix. I'm waiting for you to fly in, my friend."
Yeah. And also, of course, make sure you check out the Bad Boys Screen Gems, which we did a couple of weeks ago. Again, apologies for the gaps in it. There was software issues. So every time there's a gap, just skip ahead a few minutes and you'll get there. And of course, Throne Zone Season 2 is coming your way this April as we count down to Game of Thrones, the final season. We can catch up with the first series of Throne Zone as we recap Season 7 right now at Throne Zone UK. And that's it for this week. You can find me at Dazzy MWP. Mike is at SM Show 1 and MCL92. The Butcher is at TOG69BHITB. And anything to add, Mike?
I don't even know where to go after that. You taking the breath like that. Well, first and foremost, again, to reiterate, come on, Phoenix. Come on, Phoenix. Just come on. Because I want it. I really am. And I'm being sincere. Come on, Phoenix. Come on, Phoenix. But you can check out my interview with LFC's Monica Flowerbaum Garcia. Amir is preparing the bathwater as we speak because he just messaged me back and said, you know it. So I'm guessing the bathwater is commencing. You can check out my interview with adult star Aston Martin. Yes, more porn, more BBW. And more to go and more to come. Not literally and figuratively more to come like that, but hey, more to come audio-wise. So stay tuned. Take that as you will.
Figuratively and metaphorically.
Okay. I'm not gonna lie. Pop culture reference here. There was a song by B44 from Canada. It was called "Get Down," and the lyric in the song is, "I'm gonna make you come tonight. Pause over to my house. Take that for what you will." More to come. More to come. Go ahead. Best heel in the business. I'm still trying to get over that friggin' breath because I love Butcher's Twitter. Yes, it's no longer Sex Life Butcher. It's THO with a TH. The best deal is TBH.
It's YouTube's. It's Twitter's fault.
But it's all Twitter's fault. You fucking.
They banned his original account because he supported somebody.
You see, here's the thing, because Butcher, our brother the Butcher is very outspoken, obviously, but still, that at least he was in the right for, because that guy was a fucking pissant, and he deserved everything he got, and then Butcher gets banned for it, fuckers.
But Butcher gets banned for defending a dead guy.
What the fuck is wrong with this?
Fuck you, Twitter.
Fuckers.
And you know where to find us on social media. It's at Max Wrestling UK and Max Wrestling Interactive on Facebook. And we're also on SoundCloud, YouTube, and iTunes. Specials are available each time on Podomatic as well. And make sure you check out maxwrestling.net. And we don't know what's coming next week. Maybe Becky Lynch will be on Raw and SmackDown again?
Well, we also do know what's coming next week, though, in a way.
Oh, yeah, there's a couple of matches announced.
No. Well, we gotta predict the Chamber, brother.
We got the Chamber too, yeah.
Are you excited?
I'm not excited for it. I'm just... We'll see what happens.
Okay.
I think at this point I just want to know what's happening at WrestleMania now.
I do.
Because we've got Ronda and Becky. We just need to know everything else. And Seth and Brock.
And... yeah, okay. I mean, yeah. Let's go. Road to Mania, man.
Yeah, let's just skip February and go straight to April.
Well, we still got to be in the fast lane because life in the fast lane, man.
They don't need 2 friggin' pay-per-views in Feb. This is the thing. The pay-per-views are co-branded now, so why do we need 2 pay-per-views in February?
Because they're probably channeling. Okay, since you mentioned Fred Durst before talking about Road Dogg, I'm about to make a Limp Bizkit reference, so here we go. So they're thinking about the fast lane. They're thinking about their song, living it up. This one's for you.
Giving a fuck.
Living life in the fast lane. This one's for you, Ben Stiller. You are my favorite motherfucker. I told you. You know where I was going with that. All right. Chocolate starfish. House.
You know what, you sing about Fred Durst trash talking Ben Stiller, and all I can think about is Ben Stiller in Dodgeball.
Yes. Oh my God.
Well, that's what I'm saying to you.
Well, Drew Gulak. Why am I fighting Ben Stiller from Dodgeball? I love Drew Gulak for that. That was a great line because the dude kind of did look like White Goodman. Just pinches his nipples for going for the donut. Hey.
Yep. Fuck you, Chuck Norris.
Fucking Chuck Norris.
I won that game.
Spare me. I won that tournament.
My milkshake brings all the girls to the yard.
Friggin' shaking his man titties. Good lord.
Oh, now I have to go and watch dodgeball.
Yeah.
So, sorry people that we're leaving you with the image of Ben Stiller in a fat suit eating fried chicken, but we must now bid you adieu. Goodbye. Mwah, and good night. Bang.
Come to AEW and there's more to come.